In some places, I noticed that the preposition min was used where I expected ma to be used.
Okay. Do you have an example?
I'm just trying to find it. It was in exercise 5. Okay, maybe we can just come back to it. Let me just find the one specific one.
One thing I did notice people doing is that they wasn't sure whether to put is in between or are to make a sentence or not.
Oh, actually, yeah. It's number 10 in exercise 5, I think.
Number 10. Okay. Yeah, I think you could use my as well. You are angry with.
Yeah, but
Here,
yeah. Why is min used? Is there any kind of preference for when you would use one over the other, or is it either one is acceptable?
Well, if you use min, it says you are angry from Hassan. Ma'a would be with Hassan. So
yeah,
there's no
So in Arabic, is it more common to say you're angry from someone rather than to say you're angry with, as we would in English?
I think probably min is more often used, but you could use either.
Okay.
Ma'a could often, sometimes it applies when somebody's physically with you. Doesn't have to
Sorry.
be.
Oh, okay.
But with prepositions, as you get more advanced, you'll notice that some of the prepositions can have multiple meaning. They have one primary meaning, which is used like 95% of the time.
Okay.
Then 5% of the time, you could have other meanings too.
Okay.
But that just comes once you start reading Arabic books and stuff. So at this level,
Sure.
I think what we learned is pretty much that applies. So I'm just quickly gonna choose one or two questions from here, and because I think some people were unsure about making a full sentence. So in Arabic, in English, sorry, when we say nominal sentence, we mentioned before, effectively what we're saying is that the structure is that, we say very basic structure is, one second. Okay. So a very basic level for a nominal sentence or a sentence as such that what we covered so far. What we're saying is something like A is B, right? So is in the case is a sentence. What A could be anything. A could be the table, the house, i.e. A is a subject, and B could be anything as well, like a predicate. So for example, we say A can be the book, so the book, and B could be large, so the book is large. And the fact that we have is tells us it's a sentence. It's not just a noun adjective. It's not the big. It's not just the big book or anything like that. It's a full sentence. You could have A as complicated as it can be. You could have the new big house. That would be just the subject, because these are all big and new are adjectives of house. So you could have more complicated subject. But as long as is in between, so you could say the big new house is, for example, broken. I'm using broken, probably better words out there, but that's what we covered in vocabulary. So I'm using broken, for example. So the key is that is used. Or when it's plural, what do we use when we want to say plural instead of is? What's the verb in English? So if you want to say the two boys, We don't say is, we say are. Right. So when these two words are in a sentence, especially when you do the next exercise, whenever you see these words, that clearly shows you that it's a full sentence. It's not just noun and adjective. If I take, for example, number 6, Ibnu Hasanin. So Ibnu, as we know, is mudaf. Again, please stop me if anything doesn't make sense. Scholars say, and I'm not sure if it's a quote of one of Sahaba as well, what scholars say is that there's two kind of people who never learn. And the first type is the arrogant type, and the second type is the shy one. Because the shy one, even he doesn't know or doesn't understand, never asks. So we don't want to be in either of the categories, inshallah. And also, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha said that women of Ansar, the women of Medina are the best of women because their modesty doesn't prevent them from learning the deen. So even though they were the most modest women amongst the people, they still asked questions, any questions, related to women issues or anything, because it's essential for them to know when to pray and when not to pray and so forth. And this is just Arabic. So if you don't understand anything, don't feel bad about it, because I was at the same stage. When I done this chapter, it's a long time ago, but I remember I had to have a separate lesson with someone else to help me understand. So when you struggle, it doesn't mean okay, no problem. That's why we okay, no problem. So that's why we here we're just taking it easy, but the key is to understand. So if you don't understand, even after you ask the question, I answered it, you don't understand, just say so. We'd rather repeat it many times as needed for you guys to understand. And like I said before, oftentimes when you have a question, it's quite likely that other people have same questions, but other people are not voicing their question. So inshallah. So Ibnu is a mudaf because one of the signs is that it has only one dhamma, which is one of the criteria for mudaf. So it means son. Oh, sorry, that's my clock. Sorry, the ticking noise is that something you guys want me to turn off? It's my clock. 1 second.
It's okay. It's not a problem.
Okay, sure. Yeah. If it feels like too loud, I don't realize. It's just. So, Ibrahim, what was the conditions for mudaf? I do apologize if somebody understood the lesson fully and they know everything. I think it's a revision for you guys. Obviously, I'm kind of gauging the what sort of levels you're at and kind of learning along, and hopefully what we can do is in future lessons, when more difficult lessons come, we can have a better plan and cover probably less rather than covering so much in one lesson. Just give me 1 second.
Bismillah.
Sorry about that. Ibrahim, what's the criteria for mudaf?
So from my knowledge right now, we have mudaf, and it's got 2 rules.
Yeah.
The first one is that it can never take an article.
Okay.
And secondly, it will only end in one vowel, so you'll never get a tanween at the end of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Afrin, do you know what we can call mudaf in English, loosely speaking?
Possession, you
Yes.
say?
Yes. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And what do we call mudaf ilayhi in English?
To which it belonged to, like
The owner.
was the owner, correct?
Yes. Yes, exactly. So here Ibn is mudaf, is the possession, and Hassan is the possessor. Obviously, it's metaphoric here because, well, metaphoric in a way, to be honest, but the son belongs to Hassan, right? Because it's Hassan's son. So the son is possession in metaphorical sense, and it's his father, Hassan, in this case, is the owner of it, or it belongs to Hassan. So
Suhail, may I ask something? Why do we say Hassanin and not Hassani? Why is it a double?
okay, so okay, just imagine Hassan, not in this construction, but Hassan normally. So Hassan, if he was standalone word, it would be Hassanun, right? Because because words normally, nouns always take tanween, unless we attach alif lam to them. Okay, so Hassan is a noun. So normally when it stands alone, it always takes tanween. And here is mudaf ilayhi, and the only rule mudaf ilayhi has that it goes into genitive. Apart from being genitive, it behaves like a normal noun. So even though mudaf had a rule of having one haraka, mudaf ilayhi here doesn't have any such rule. The only rule he has is that it must take genitive case, which is kasra here, right? So if it doesn't have alif lam in this case, for example, and it would normally take tanween, so hasanin. So that's why it takes tanween. So if you was alif lam, obviously you wouldn't take tanween. Why wouldn't it take tanween? Not to do with mudaf ilayhi, it's just because when alif lam is attached to a noun, it doesn't take tanween. So because Ibnu Rajuli, for example, here it would be one kasra, the son of the man. Why? Because of the alif lam. So Ibn Hassanin, how do we translate that, Bakhtiyar? Do you know?
So
Okay. Hamida, sorry, Fahmida, sorry.
Ibn Hassan will be Hassan's son.
Hassan's
right?
son.
Yeah.
Okay. We can say, if you say differently, son of Hassan. Both are same, right?
yeah.
Okay. So this, if you take the whole thing, Ibn Hassanin, is that definite or indefinite? Because Ibn Mudaf essentially is like
Definite.
one thing, definite, right?
Definitely.
So in this case, because if you look at the next two words, are they definite or indefinite?
Indefinite. No, definite.
No,
Indefinite, sorry.
Indefinite.
Indefinite, okay. So here, and we kind of know as well what we're talking about here. Who we're talking about? We're talking about Hassan's son. So we know it's the subject, right? And waladun Hassanun is going to be predicate. Okay, and it's going to be together. Why is it going to be together? Waladun means a boy, right? And salihun means righteous. Or
Honest.
or honest.
Pious.
Pious.
Yeah, so it could mean all of those words. And here it's the adjective of waladun. Why is the adjective waladun Nilofer? Are you there?
Yes,
Why is we say salihun is the adjective of waladun? Why is the adjective? How do you know that?
it is with waladun. So in between that muzaf, there can be any. Sorry.
Okay. No. So it's a salihun is the adjective of waladun here. Because
Yeah, because in between mudaf and mudaf lay, what is that? In between.
okay.
Sorry.
No. Shinaz, do you know why?
Yes,
Can you explain
because
to us?
it matches waladun in terms of number and gender.
And in terms of being
Case.
case
And in
ending,
case, yeah.
ending, because don't forget these there's tanween on there, two dhammas. This has two dhammas as well, and both
Yeah.
are indefinite, right?
Yes.
Sorry, excuse me.
Yes.
Is it possible there can be two mudaf in a sentence?
Yes. They can be, yes, but I don't think there's one in the example. So when you say to mudaf, how do you mean?
Means Ibn Hassan, and in this waladun in Salihun.
Okay. Here
they
is not
have-
okay. Here waladun salihun. What did you say? What's the criteria for mudaf, Nilofer?
Mudaf is a noun, which means possession, that is when two nouns joined and one refer to the possessor and one noun will represent object, then in Arabic we say it mudaf like that.
Okay.
I'm unable to
mudaf.
express.
Mudaf, can he take tanween?
No, it can take tanween.
Tanween is
Or
to
all.
or
I
al.
told.
So here, if you look at it, it's waladun.
Yeah, waladun is taking tanween, so it can be mudaf.
It can't be mudaf, so it can't be
Right.
idafa here. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So that possibility goes out straight away. So it can't be mudaf or
Yes.
mudaf layhi.
Yes. Okay.
So
Thank you. I have it.
okay. So what does waladun mean? So we know it's like a standalone word. It's not mudaf. So waladun means a boy, right?
A boy. Yes.
And salihun, we know
Adjective of the boy.
Boy. Why is the adjective of the boy?
Because both ending waladun and salihun, and both are hun and hun.
Yes.
So
hun and hun, which means both have dhamma.
yes.
So what we call nominative case, both don't have alif lam, right?
Okay.
Both are
Right.
indefinite, and both are masculine.
Yes, right.
So waladun salihun means a pious boy or righteous boy or truthful boy. So if the first part was the son of Hassan, and that was definite. We said that was the subject. This is the predicate. So how do we translate that?
The son of Hassan is righteous boy, pious boy.
Yes. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
In all of these exercises, we have all the harakats, but in most literature or whatever, you don't have it. How would you know?
Okay, for example, now here, question 1, for example, it says ala al-ma'idati, right?
Yeah.
If it didn't have harakas, by just doing this lesson, can you tell the haraka on Ma'idah? So just say there was no harakas in the first two words, and you've done lesson 3 now. And would you be able
Yes, you
to?
can because of the harfu jar. You'll be able to figure it out.
Yes, harf
Yeah.
jar. So similarly, as we do more and more grammar rules,
Okay.
we can work out the harakas without needing the vowels. In fact, if you guys stick along and work hard, I think around chapter, can't remember now, I'm not going to go to it, but there's like chapter 13 or something like that. There's an abstract from a book, which is a biography of Ibn Battuta, the famous traveler. And that abstract is without harakas. And it's a very classical book. And people who kind of done the homework and kind of understand up to that level, they are able to translate it. So that's like chapter 13, 14. So that's not like a very long time, very long away. So it's just about being able to understand grammar rules and apply them as well. And as you do more and more, you'll become more comfortable, because these will keep on coming again and again. So if I pick another question, so for example, question 7, this is the last question before we move on to the next exercise. So Afrin, here, can are you able to tell us what's, so here ibnatu, so we look at each word and we say, okay, he has one haraka here, ibnatu, one dhamma. Why,
Yes, sir.
why do you think that is?
Maybe because Ibnatu is Muzaf.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's good. That's a possibility, right?
Okay.
Like you said, and Muhammadin has two kasras. So why would that be possibly?
Muzaf and Muzafilai. So maybe because of that, there is two harka, and Muhammad is a proper noun, so it won't take al, and there's a two harka at the end, which is kasra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's that's okay? When you say it, do you think it's possible? What's the other possibility? Are there any other possibilities here? Because can you have one dhamma? Because okay, oh sorry. So he has one dhamma, and the next word has kasra, right? Two kasras.
Right.
Okay, so we not left with any of the possibility. The only possibility we left is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, because something's making Muhammad take kasra, right? And what are the two things that could make a word take kasra, go into genitive case? Do you remember, Afrin?
Sorry.
Do you remember what are the two things which can make the word have kasra?
Okay. If we use a preposition before the noun, so it may take kasra, and I don't know the next. Sorry.
And the next one is when it's mudaf ilayhi, right?
Yeah, when it is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, the second will be kasra.
Okay, so the fact that this has kasra, we know there's two possibilities. It can be mudaf ilayhi, or it could have harf jar before it.
Yes, preposition, correct.
Preposition, yes. And ibnatu is not preposition, is it? Because prepositions are things like ala, on, ma,
under,
So, like you said, here is possible that it's mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. And now we considered all the possibilities.
Yeah.
And we know that there's no other possibility. The only possibility left is that it must be mudaf and mudaf ilayhi.
Correct.
Okay. So ibnatu means daughter, and Muhammad means
Muhammad's daughter.
Muhammad's daughter, yes.
Or the daughter of Muhammad.
Yes, that's good. So I feel that you know this rule well. That's good. Brother Musa, are you there?
Sorry,
Yes.
Suhail, before you
Naam.
go away from question 7, why is there here in brackets? I don't understand some of the conventions that are used in this textbook. Why is there here in brackets?
So there's no need for here really. I think the author is trying to make us confused here. Here is just for emphasis. So it's like saying the daughter of Muhammad, and then you're saying she is.
Oh, so you could actually add that in the sentence and you'd be fine.
Yeah. So like in English, we sometimes say that as well. We can say the daughter of Muhammad is in the garden of Truthful Hassan, or we can say daughter of Muhammad, she is in the garden, for example.
Okay, thank you.
Brother Musa, have you watched the videos for lesson 3?
Hello.
Hello, brother.
Hello. Yeah. Yes.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm following.
Okay. So what does fee mean? Do you know?
Fee means in.
In, yes. And
In.
what kind of word is this? What do we call this?
Fee is a preposition or harf jarri.
Yes, good. And what does the preposition do to the next noun?
Usually it gives it a kasra.
Yes, that's good. So that's why we have Bustani in Kasra. But Bustan doesn't have 2 kasra, it has 1 kasra.
Naam.
So why would that be?
It will be mudaf.
Mudaf. Because Mudaf can't take
Mudaf.
tanween and can't take alif lam, right? And we can confirm that by the next word being in genitive as well. Okay, by next word be having 2 kasras as well, because the next word could be mudaf ilayhi, right?
Naam.
So, and it can't be anything else, right? Because Hassan is a proper noun. It's a name of a person, Hassan, and so and plus the fact that he has 2 kasras, there must be something that's making it have kasra, and that's mudaf, because it's mudaf, and mudaf is mudaf ilayhi is taking kasra here, because there's no harf jar before Hassan. So it means in the garden of Hassan, right?
No.
And as-sadiq here,
Naam.
as-sadiq, what's as-sadiq here? Sayyid Nazir.
Yes.
Yes, brother. As-sadiq here.
Yeah, this is mudaf ilayhi.
Sorry?
This is mudaf ilayhi
Mudaf ilayhi of what, sorry?
of Hassan.
Okay. Let's examine that. So what's the criteria? So if as-sadiq is mudaf ilayhi, then Hassan must be mudaf, yes?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And what's the criteria for mudaf?
For mudaf, it cannot take al and tanween.
But here,
And it should precede mudaf ilayhi.
okay, that's fine. And here, Hassan is, you said mudaf, and you say it can't have alif lam, which it doesn't have alif lam. You said it doesn't have tanween, right? But here there's Hassan nin. There's two kasras. So can it be mudaf?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it can be mudaf. Yes.
Why? Because we said he can't have tanween, but he has tanween. He has two kasras. Do you understand?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So
Tanween, I thought it's double dhamma, right?
Sorry?
Tanween is double dhamma.
Tanween, no, tanween is double Dhamma, double fatha, double kasra.
Okay.
Okay, tanween is when there's a double vowel, there's
Oh.
double haraka. It could be two dhammas, it could be two fathas, or it could be two kasras.
Yeah.
As long as there are two, it's called
Okay.
tanween. So here hasanin has tanween. So can it be mudaf?
Then it cannot be.
It cannot be mudaf. So what's the other possibilities here? Because we said between what's the other possibilities? Do you think?
Hasan Sadiqin. This is indefinite. Hasan Sadiqin.
Hasanin is a proper noun, so that's definite.
Yeah. And
And we,
Sadiqin.
and we
is,
said and
yeah.
we said that when the mudaf ilayhi is definite, the mudaf becomes definite automatically. So if I translate it for you up to here, it means in the garden of Hassan. Okay, let me help you out. Can anybody help him out? It is a difficult question, so don't worry about it.
So,
How it can be in the garden?
Sorry? Oh, in
because you got feeding.
okay. Your question is why is it in, or your question is why is the?
The from where the is coming, because
Okay.
it's Bustani.
No, but you've
Yes.
But Hassan is known. Hassan is a known person. You've got the name of a person.
So,
But even if Hassan is a proper noun, is Bustani and Hassanin is Mudaf and Mudaf ilayhi?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So the rule we said was we look at when we want to because the thing is Bustan here mudaf, it can't take alif lam, right? So there's no way of us telling whether it's
Got it, sir. Yeah.
It's definite or indefinite from the word, because in terms of grammar it can't take alif lam. The how we determine is mudaf, sorry, if it's definite or not definite, we look at mudaf ilayhi. So if mudaf ilayhi is definite, it transfers automatically onto mudaf as well. So if Hassan is definite, then the garden becomes definite automatically. If this word here was indefinite, then the mudaf will be indefinite as well. For example, if he was bustani rajulin, a man, a man would be indefinite, right?
Because it's not specific.
Yeah.
So now, it's Hassan's garden, so we know it's a specific garden that belongs to Hassan.
Yes.
There you go.
So otherwise, it would be in a garden of Hassan. Here, As-Sadiq basically what As-Sadiq here is that it comes after mudaf ilayhi, because adjectives can't come between mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. So As-Sadiq here, it's not mudaf ilayhi, but it has kasra, so it must be an adjective. It must be adjective of Hassan or Bustan. And adjectives we say, because these are both definite, both are masculine, they don't have ta marbuta, or they don't refer to a girl. It's not ummun or ukhtun, mother or sister, or bintun, daughter. So, and plus they have the same haraka, they have kasra, they're genitive. As-Sadiq means truthful. So by context, we know it means Hassan, because garden can't be truthful. So if you translate it means the daughter.
It's also got the alif lam article as well.
Yes. So it's definite, right?
Yeah.
And we already said the Hassan is definite, so is the garden. So let's say we've got 2 minutes before this meeting closes. We can open another one. Sadais.
Yeah.
Do you want to translate this for us?
Number 8 or the number 7 you're talking about?
This is one, number 7.
Number 7 is about the daughter of Muhammad is in the garden of Hassan, the truthful one.
Okay, that's good.
Fair enough.
Yes. Any questions, anybody? Anything that doesn't make sense?
Suhail, can we translate that as well? As Muhammad's daughter is in the garden of honest Hassan, is in the garden of honest Hassan. Can we say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same
think
thing.
look
It's just
here.
saying in a different order. Yeah.
Or even honest, or he's in honest
Honest
Hassan's
Hassan's
garden.
garden. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's got 1 minute 30 seconds left. So anybody has questions, ask me, because next clip we're just going to go to the next exercise. Is it Shariza? I think. Sorry. Does that make sense to you?
Shariza.
So,
Sorry, pronouncing your name wrong, maybe. How do you pronounce your name?
Shariza.
Yes, Shariza. Sorry, I think I said it right. Do you have any questions?
I have written Muhammad's daughter in the honest Hassan's garden.
So say it again.
Muhammad's daughter
Yes.
in the honest Hassan's garden.
Okay, you don't have is.
I heard you also have the problem. I miss in lots of sentences also.
Okay.
Now we can, now you are saying that here is there, then Muhammad's daughter, she is in the honest Hassan's garden.
Yes. And here, if you look at it, Ibnatu Muhammadin is the subject.
Yes.
Yeah, or you could say here as well, because it's refers to the same thing. And the rest of it, Fi, Bustani, Hassani Sadiki, all of that is adjective. All of that is predicate.
Predicate.
So one quick trick is, when we see a harf jar, anything after that,